Torpificator activated. Capacitor deployed. Free energy if you can reach it. Command.
Stuff? Great them. used to be able to give them weapons. Can't do that. That's that, no. Okay, I'm gonna see where the fuck are we? Run. Shit. Down where?
Asa, you might follow a ruinous religious doctrine and be driven by irrational, bloodthirsty urges, but you're a rather effective killer, and I respect that.
That means a lot, coming from such a ruthless purveyor of death. Wish you'd let yourself really get into it sometimes, though. Get your face and hands drenched in blood.
That sounds disgusting, dear. Though I do appreciate the sentiment.
What do you need, Commander? Who exactly? Niles? He's fun to torment. I mean, he's equal parts enthusiastic and naive, even with all he's gone through. I find her amusing, in a best not to torment her or she'll kill us all kind of way, which I completely respect. Of course I do. What's not to like? To envy? Her style, her lethality? Oh, she's a professional for architect's sake. I wish I'd known about her department when I was growing up. Even as a child, I know they'd have seen my potential. Such as?
Check.
Ready to waste. What's your command? Got my left on an unfriendly.
Try to limit further damage, Commander. Capacitor... Energy capacitor out. Energy is up for grabs. Vitals are in the red, Commander. Go for torpification. Capacitor out. Get it while it's energized. Standing by to stupefy.
Unfriendly nearby.
Shush.
Processing. Update.
Investigating hostile intent. I'm not clear what that roar signified, but whatever issued it sounds fierce.
Attention, Commander. There may be valuable parts at this location that can improve this unit's functionality. Performing a thorough search of the Automech factory is advised, should you wish to maximize your Valerie unit's combat effectiveness. Building factory schematics. It is likely the desired parts are being stored somewhere on the ground floor.
First of all, I'm pretty sure we're dead.
Yeah. Yeah. Stop doing that.
Security left its
I'll handle this.
Shit. I want to shut them off. I did in the first.
Spy movement!
Our colony, Arcadia, our home.
Okay. Okay. Hostile movement now.
Try to limit further damage, Commander. Package are deployed. Free energy if you can reach it.
I see that friendly.
Disruptive influences. That covers what looks much better.
Corpificator at ready status. Capacitor out. Get it while it's energized.
I repudiate all Baphomet commercialists. Explosion! Breaking for cover! We shall stay there and liquored up on
Suffered
artificial
extensive damage,
flame.
Commander. Commander, throwing energy your way.
Grenade, away! Taking cover!
Corpificator, charge. Capacitor unit away. Recharge before it discharges.
His steady eye above.
Hostile.
That cover spot looks much better.
Where'd he go? You go upstairs.
Seems our auto-mechanical colleague should make ready for her next upgrade.
No, no.
Caution subjects. A security breach has been detected. A full laboratory lockdown is now in effect. Repeat, this is a full laboratory lockdown. Stay calm, remain vigilant, and obey security personnel. And always trust that the Sovereign protects.
Knew a few arc welders. Arc welders back in Triangle killed this. Lower the rate of death on the job. Shit.
Vitals critical. Don't become a electricity destroyer.
Can't believe we left Paradise Island without at least checking in on Zeb. No, not everything. This wasn't. But don't worry. Won't trouble you with my private business moving forward. Sure. Always happy to tool around for a bit. What did you have in mind?
Vitals are in the red, Commander.
Attention, subjects. The laboratory lockdown has been lifted, and your faith in the Sovereign has been reaffirmed. You may resume normal activities.
my lamps on an unfriendly.
Breaking from...
Hello. Come here often. Goodbye. This conversation is not possible at this or any time.
Okay.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night.
Not perfect system, but its health depends on you as well. A true neighbor does whatever it takes to keep their community free of insidious elements that would harm the whole. We must all hold each other accountable in these unprecedented times. So, my beloved subjects, never hesitate to report your concerns. Your neighbors will thank you.
Well, that, as they say, is that. Society.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. Nope.
Investigating hostile intentions.
Troublemaker approach. Hostile!
Energy capacitor out. Energy is up for grabs.
Not above the average. Grenade!
Combat probable.
Throwing energy your way.
Weapon ready, Commander. Capacitor deployed. Free energy if you can reach it.
Protectorate personnel. Only beyond this point. Leave immediately. If you are not of the Protectorate, you are this unit's enemy. Preparing to unleash disproportionate amount of ammunition on unresponsive bystander.
Going to fight it.
But I'd expect a lot more personnel around for a lab this size. Where is it?
Attention, IRC staff. Please head inside for an important announcement from the console. Attendance is mandatory.
I'd be more surprised if it was optional. At least that explains where everyone is.
Troublemaker approaching.
Security
Hostilities are afoot. Consider self-preservation a priority.
Electrical dampeners failing.
Energy capacitor out. Energy is up for grabs.
Performing the tasks of 6 subjects. Active job queue, excluding additional input.
Broadcasting reassuring programming in line with the paradigm. This is Protectorate Sanctioned Wireless. Zealous greetings. Everyone's neighbor Prudence is here to anticipate your questions, so you don't have to ask them. For instance, what is a Praetor?
Such an astute question, Prudence. Our precious peril-laden moon is out of sight, but never out of mind. Guided by the paradigm, Praetor is home to our glorious heavy industries, producing essential materials
anomalous event. The interstitial hall and exhibition tower is off limits for the foreseeable future to any and all non-essential personnel. All requests to view the prototype Rift anomaly module. Direct all further queries and study petitions to the leader.
Once we've got our hands on it, rifts like that might start presenting opportunities instead of death traps.
Subjects, listen well. Days ago, our beloved sovereign, in his infinite wisdom, submitted himself to mental refreshment to strengthen his resolve for the good of all. At his command, I, Emery Thoreau, now accept the responsibility of shepherding you through these dark times until our sovereign's blessed return. I shall not take this duty lightly, for I address you today not as the consul, nor even as your new leader, which I am, but as a simple man who wants nothing more than to defend his home and his neighbors. But I cannot do it alone.
The sovereign's a downright dumb compared to the consul. This is gonna be bad for everyone.
To celebrate the bravery of our once and future sovereign. So dry those tears as I call upon you to stand tall with renewed mind. Together, we will finish our great sovereign's work and purge the hate of those who seek to harm us. We shall clench our victory and step into the prosperous future our matriarch promised.
Observe set progress.
I'm seeing unfriendly.
Grenade! Sustain! Here's beneficent guidance!
That's it on my aggressive.
can't be expected to sleep in the...
Better than bivouacking on Cloister.
Threat detected.
All subjects prosper under the guidance of our beneficent ruler, the Sovereign.
There must be something here. I know how this looks, but I can assure you I have leave to look into... Oh, you're not security. Then you must be responsible for all the commotion I heard just now. For both our sakes, I think it best if we continue as we were. I will forget I saw you as long as you extend me the same courtesy. I was looking for proof, if you must know. There was an incident recently, and I believe our head of security is neglecting his duty to investigate. Albin Valancourt is the sentinel charged with supervising this facility and all its researchers. Unfortunately, he's a punitive man who delights in the wretchedness of others. I'd grasp a live rod if I could pass its current to him. Although, unless you have unusual license to be here, his odds of keeping head and body united diminish by the second. That must have been so difficult for you. Unless your lamps have oxidized, you must have noticed my arm. I lost it saving the Sovereign from a rift experiment gone wrong. An experiment I was in charge of. Naturally, Valancourt supplied my name for the reports, incriminating me in the eyes of my colleagues. And since he's closed off that wing of the lab, I can't prove my innocence. This facility is not a place where mistakes are tolerated. Here, those who shoulder blame soon go headless. Coincidence is not causation, I know. But with recent events being what they are, it's difficult not to draw certain unpalatable theories beyond mere incompetence. Sabotage comes foremost to mind, though the perpetrator and purpose remain a mystery. If only Valancourt was not at permanent cross-purposes with me. I should have known you were here for the prototype. But for what ill-begotten purpose, I wonder? Scientific curiosity does not exclude an intent to harm, just as being sovereign does not preserve one from needing mental refreshment, apparently. Even though we have expanded our efforts beyond the modulator's use, Valancourt would still pay for such a theft. And I'll need it to reopen the rift in the closed-off wing. I couldn't possibly rely on an outsider to help me conduct an investigation, could I? No, that would be outrageous, unthinkable. Except, whatever the cause of the incident, it is my duty as a law-abiding Protectorate subject to gather proof and uncover its cause. Really, Valancourt is forcing my hand here. Help you with acquisition? Assuredly not. If, however, in your exploration of the lab, you happen upon the modulator, I surely would not be able to prevent you from seizing it. What I am offering is help afterward. Once you take the prototype, it will set off an immediate lockdown. I can facilitate your exit from the facility, but only if you help me in turn. That modulator will be necessary to unfold the rift and find the evidence I need. And if Valancourt suffers repercussions for its loss, I will count that as an added benefit. The prototype Rift modulator is currently in Interstitial Hall at the top of Exhibition Tower. There's a lift in the next room over that can take you directly there. Once you have the prototype, make your way to Valancourt's quarters. He should have a spare key card that will grant us access to the restricted wing. I'll monitor your progress from here. Be cautious. The guards of this facility will attack anyone unfamiliar to them. But once you have the key card and Rift device, reconvene here, and we'll go together to the wing. That is what we've agreed upon, is it not?
Got my lamps on an unfriendly.
Investigating hostile intentions.
Serve the console.
Capacitor unit away. Recharge before it discharges.
Ready to whip. Command.
Sustain the system. Their location ascertained. Target's taken lead.
All right, move.
Continuing inspection.
One Rift anomaly modulator, as requested.
The prototype has been removed without proper authorization. Lockdown
Subtle thief. Yes, you with the Rift modulator. I've made the intercom available. It's not every day that someone is fool enough to break into the Interstitial Reconfiguration Center. I'd be obliged if you would regale me with the tale of how you managed to get this far. A crude assessment and utterly untrue. I am perfectly accommodating to non-incompetence. I suspect you did not reach here unaided. So who was it? Which one of my undutiful brain boxes helped sponsor this little pilferage? You cannot fault me for trying. Well, there will be time to scrutinize every angle of this breach at a later date, once I have dealt with you. I could also reduce you to a state of quivering agony, begging for death. And that would be a lot more enjoyable for me, if I'm being candid. No matter. I will await you in the hangar, where bullets may fly more freely than words.
If you survive that long.
Dogging this whole time.
Trouble. Got eyes on some no-good.
As of this morning's demonstration, we have finally proven my central thesis. Matter within the rifts is not permanently destroyed. Broken down into pure information. This confirms many of our theories about the rift to an overwhelming degree, including the potential to restore this information, albeit imperfectly. I expect the Sovereign will be most pleased. I'm scheduled to meet with him later today to discuss my findings more in depth. Note to self, impress upon the Sovereign the risks of this research, lest he insist on attending the next demonstration. I surely cannot rely on Valancourt to do his actual job.
You know what, Prudence,
Say, remember that time the Sovereign caught us comparing pitchball cards? He was so excited about you having that vintage foil of his favorite Sovereign slugger.
That was ages ago. I'm a Protectors of Piety fan now.
Isn't that the Consul's favorite team?
be reluctant to unfold any risks you come across using the modulator. They may eject something useful to you.
Lockdown. Do you suppose there's been another incident? Like the one with the sergeant?
Proceeding to attack.
Enemy in vicinity.
What are they up to? Something lively!
Capacitor out. Get it while it's energized.
Featuring myself elsewhere. Moving to safety. Seeking refuge. Not, nor have ever been, greatly fond of the
Having that device nabbed on his watch nigh guarantees Valancourt a long stay and mental refreshment, if he is not subjected to swift and fitting arbitration first. It's sure to be in Valancourt's quarters. While you're there, remember to check his confiscation closet for anything of relevance to our investigation.
help you?
These quarters are awfully meticulous. Makes me wonder what Valancourt might be hiding.
Wherever are they now? Forever vigilant. What's your purpose here?
parties shall dither, hither and yon.
Can't be too far.
You have an update, I hope. Matriarch's blessings on you. Let's not waste time, then. I'll lead us to the restricted wing now. Once there, reopen the rift using the modulator, so we can begin searching for clues. Reconstitute matter in an imprecise manner, but use your imagination to conjure the original.
I still stop.
You've discovered something? I knew it! I am absolved. And yet, I cannot possibly imagine what would have possessed him to deliberately endanger the Sovereign's life. It's unconscionable. I would characterize Valancourt as many vile and unmentionable things, but a traitor? No. The man cannot defecate without humming a Protectorate anthem. For all the time I've spent trying to unsnarl Valancourt's mercurial behavior, it seems there was yet more I did not know about him. I think I'm beginning to understand exactly what happened here. But if you have any additional points of data, please share them. I think I can formulate my own conclusion from here. Our dear head of security has much to answer for. We need to go and confront Valancourt, now. I'm no longer willing to wait for the arc of justice to bend in my favor. Valancourt needs to die for what he's done. If I distract him, can I count on you to do the rest? I'll go first. Follow behind, but not too closely. We don't want him to see you. I'll keep Valancourt talking so that you can get a good angle on him. But his patience isn't limitless, so be swift. Attack when ready. No need to wait for a signal from me. Oh, and there's also a rift in the hangar. An experimental byproduct, as it were. I would avoid interacting with it, lest you alert Valancourt to our ploy.
Where is she going?
Dr. Hurley, pleasant as I find your company, I must ask you to vacate the area at once. I'm preparing our
Where is this? Oh, it's right there.
our defenses against an intruder.
Hold the pleasantries, Valancourt. I know you sabotaged the experiment that nearly killed me and the Sovereign. I have the proof.
Calm yourself, Doctor.
Energy capacitor out. Energy is up for grabs. You suffered extensive damage, Commander.
Check enemy light just turned on.
Disruptive influences!
Thus always to traitors. Morale will certainly improve in the lab now, I should think, provided Valancourt's replacement is not also an absolute Pilgarlic. I had prepared this trauma kit, but obviously that turned out to be an unnecessary precaution. Please, take it with my gratitude. Have no fear. No evidence of our little collaboration will survive. I'll see to it.
Love to, but I'm not ready.
Now that you have the Rift modulator, any previously inaccessible rifts could be worth revisiting. rifts may contain useful equipment and resources. However, due to the chaotic nature of reconstitution, some creative problem-solving may be required in reaching them.
Sure, the same objective. Okay, that's not her objective. That was our first one.
Let us make our way to Paradise Island at once. That scum. That miserable scum! To think he would stoop so low as to overthrow the Sovereign. I shall not rest until the Consul pays for his treachery and Arcadia's rightful ruler is reinstated. Do you truly believe this to be a fine time for a snide remark? Now? I fear how my fellow subjects will respond to this news. I believe that most will remain loyal to the Sovereign, but I will need to deal with those who strayed. I shall attend to that matter once it presents itself. I sincerely doubt this is the end of my thoughts related to the matter, but we've wasted enough time with my ruminating. Let us be off.
Turn. Maybe we should just go that way.
Invasive elements!
Back in business.
In short order.
Commander, you're bleeding.
Those fools! Protectorate subjects should know better than to attack a Protectorate arbiter. The only explanation is that they were lackeys of the Consul. Why else would they engage someone such as myself without expecting reprisal? Then they should have reported me to their superiors rather than attempting to exact justice themselves. I shall continue to answer slights of this nature through violence, but hopefully I shall not need to do this more than a few times.
Grunt dead.
Stop right there, Arbiter Rao. Though I am here on official business, I would prefer to keep this cordial. The Consul seeks answers related to your recent activities. I approach you openly in the hopes that you will comply with his request and come with me peaceably.
What do you blather about? Delay me and you will pay the price. Not only do I have more pressing business with a colleague, but I do not answer to Sentinels or the Consul.
His loss. I heard Auntie's in the market for a big, dumb, winsome bodyguard. He'd be paid handsomely in Spratwurst and backhanded compliments.
Questions of intent. Now, what shall it be, Arbiter Rao? I sent the message that drew you here. Virgil shall not arrive to aid your decision-making.
Virgil's not coming, you say? Curious. And here I was thinking I was already present.
Virgil! Touting your flair for the dramatic, even now, I see. But I fear our reunion must wait until we've dealt with this pawn of the Consul.
I had not expected a third party, but it is so much the better. I'm afraid you must come with me as well, Arbiter Montag.
A sentinel demanding anything of me? What madness! Neither Tristan nor I shall accompany you anywhere. Any attempts to force us shall be met with violent reprisal. I should think not. I would more readily seek lodging with a neural parasite than a sentinel. This fool impersonated my credentials, triggering a system alert that led me here. A lowly deception, even for one of the Consul's own.
It was a necessary deception, and one not undertaken lightly. Its aim was to draw your colleague here without bloodshed, for I know he would not have arrived at my request.
Your explanation does not pull my heartstrings, Sentinel. Yet you at least had the sense not to assail us outright. Surrender, and perhaps you may yet live.
You may not believe me, but I have much admiration for the work you and Arbiter Montag have done for the Protectorate. I've no wish to fight. Enough loyal subjects have died in this war. Come willingly and peaceably, I beseech you. Both Arbiter Rao and Arbiter Montag were explicitly requested to return to Praetor by the Consul, alongside all other Arbiters some months ago. Refusal without reason is treasonous.
And I'm sure that if we went, we would have been returned whole, neither interrogated nor mentally refreshed. As if your master's nefarious agenda would allow that.
I've no inkling of what you speak. My only master is the Protectorate. My only agenda, the return of peace throughout Arcadia.
For the same reason that a sprat would not answer a...
Not quite how I would put it.
If you had nothing to hide, you would have answered his...
Very well. But be warned, I'm not exactly trained in the art of improvisation. We'll need a very good reason for my not answering the Consul's summons.
You don't look like a scientist.
It's true. I tested it.
So he's chosen.
What are you talking about? I do not seek to hide the Supreme Arbiter's death. I seek to find her killer. Such was next on my list of duties, after I apprehended you.
No. My earlier reluctance...
This is all...
But you needn't take me at my word. My next assignment was to investigate the... I cannot speak to its purpose. Only that it is strange and worthy of investigation.
Or it is yet another falsity, intended to draw us close before snapping our necks.
It's a risk worth taking. I can endure whatever the Consul sends my way, and if there is a minuscule chance that this Sentinel speaks true, we must investigate.
I'm pleased to be of service, in some manner or another. Protectorate subjects should aid one another. If you had not interrupted me, I would have committed a terrible injustice upon my brethren. If I am to be punished for my failing, I will suffer the consequences head high. I will take my leave of the lot of you, and in peace. It is my sincere hope that circumstances are as you claim, lest we be forced to meet again.
I shall follow him out, just to certify he intends to act as he speaks. That's done with. He left peaceably, as he said, though I have my doubts for how long.
That was some impressively savvy improvisation before, Commander. Without you, circumstances would have certainly devolved into a battle to the death.
I'll spare you my doubts for the umpteenth time, Tristan. I just hope the risk is worthwhile.
I appreciate your caution, but it is quite unnecessary. My comrade and I will look into Oculus collating post. Let us do just that. I regret we've not had more time to talk, Virgil. It has been ages.
Worry not. I'm certain we'll have plenty of time to converse when you've finished your investigation. I have several leads of my own to pursue, as a matter of fact. Until our paths cross again, my friend.